Welcome back. Now check this out. I know we've covered the Tyre Nichols killing. If you aren't aware of that, that was the young man that was killed by the 5 police officers in Memphis, Tennessee, a few blocks away from his mom. Was supposed to be just a normal traffic stop. Ended up being chased down and killed and recorded. So there were some officers that were arrested. Some EMP people that were fired and things of that nature. So it pretty much set the entire Memphis police department, EMP on fire, right? They've been receiving a lot of just a lot of feedback just based off of this quote unquote Scorpion unit that was responsible for Tyre Nichols' death, right? So there was a guy, Mark Lesure, which was a retired cop, right? He retired back in 2021. As of yesterday, based off of what the news had stated, he was found dead in his driveway, right? He's been deemed as the whistleblower. Now, they didn't state, or I'm not aware as of yet, they said, of course, there was no reported evidence of foul play, but you have to think somebody that used to be on the force. He retired in 2021, has spoke out about this Scorpion unit, and then also about how the things that were going on within the police department that wasn't correct, police corruption, right? Now, I know the saying, there's not a lot of bad cops. There's a lot of good cops, right? When you find out things like this that occur randomly, like this isn't a gang member, and not to say that their lives don't matter. This isn't a gang member that's got caught in a shooting or a drive-by. This is an upstanding individual that a lot of people looked up to. This is somebody that mentored the youth, did a lot of different things based off of how I researched it. In the Westwood community in Memphis, like a really stand-up guy. And when you see stuff like this that happens and you get to researching and get to thinking like, all right, so a guy that spoke out about this police department, spoke about the corruption, has been on the national media outlets a lot since the Tyre Nichols death, is just randomly found dead in his driveway, right? This is also 2 days after the city of Memphis filed a motion to dismiss the Tyre Nichols lawsuit. Now, I am not insinuating anything. It just seems a little suspicious that Mr. Lesure would be, there's a chain of events. They filed a motion. 2 days later, he's found dead. He spoke out about the Scorpion unit. He spoke about police corruption. We've watched a lot of movies. We've seen a lot of different things that has transpired, right? You don't get a story that lands into the New York Times and then several other media outlets talking about the inexperience of the officers, corruption, etc. And from Tyre Nichols' death back in January, rest in peace to him, and I hope his family still gets the justice that they need from the jail sentences and civil, right? Yeah, that's just a little, I haven't really tapped in a lot to it. Like I said, I've been down with COVID. It had hit me, but I just think that that's a little questionable, and I want to see exactly how this turns out, because for them to say it wasn't any foul play, I don't know, man. He been doing good up until he really caught wind of, well, other news outlets outside the city caught wind of the knowledge that he has, because this is a former officer. This isn't just some random person. So yeah, I'm looking at some information now, and that's yeah, this gonna be one of the ones we really have to look at, man. Rest in peace to Rest in peace to that brother, man. That's weird. Rest in peace to Mark Lesure is his exact name. Tyre Nichols again. Just tap in. If you're from around the area, just reach out to me. You know how y'all can find our information. Supremely Black Podcast. Sharing the information that would not be put out there. But I just want to know what is the city saying about this for somebody to be found shot dead in his driveway. And then they ruling out that there wasn't any foul play. Please let me know. Like I said, my prayers goes out to Memphis, Tyre Nichols' family, Mark Lesure's family, and the community of Westwood, especially losing somebody that was instrumental in that part. As always, long live C.